Hi there, my name is Michelene Heine from Parallax Art Fair TV, where we bring you the latest news and information about London's most popular fair for artists and designers. If you're new here, click on the subscribe button, and you can also follow the link for more information about Parallax in the description box below. So let's start at the beginning. Why did you decide to do art? Why did you want to become involved in the art industry?
I've always done art at a young age, and then I went into fashion school and I kept on with the illustrations. Then I kind of fell away from it, and it was kind of like that found love that you kind of miss out. And then I started to redo it and start getting back into paints and acrylics, and it just took off from there. And I just enjoy it so much that I thought, let's make this into a proper thing.
You're also a businesswoman.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Minority Beauty.
So I also have a Minority Beauty, which is a makeup base for darker skin tones. So it was just from the stems of when I was younger, I couldn't find makeup for my complexion unless I went to the really high-end brands. So for someone who's 21, 22, having to pay that amount with not much more disposable income is not really convenient when all your friends are able to go to the normal high streets. So that was the reason why I decided to create this brand, because it just wasn't working at the time, that there was nowhere else to go. So I thought I will create a platform where I've kind of gone and searched for independent indie brands that no one knows about, that are actually doing really great makeup for darker skin tones, high pigment, and I've actually put it onto like a platform. And then hopefully later on in the year, I will actually start to create my own as well. But I wanted to find out what was there and actually let people know there is other things there.
So how did you first find out about Parallax Art Fair?
It was the good old social media, and just literally you got to love it. You know, it's available, you use it. So it was kind of the case of searching for different types of art fairs, what was around, and it came up. So I had to look into the actual website. And they were showing like it's a free event, you know, it's somewhere, it's close by, you can get through it through any transport, you can come and have a look. So that's what I decided to do. I wanted to make sure first, so that's why I thought it's free, why not? You know, what's to stop you from something? And I went in, and actually, you know, when you kind of think, oh, if it's free, it's not going to be as good. And you kind of walk in and go, oh, actually, this is a lot different. This is so much nicer than I would have actually ever thought of. And then it went from there.
And even though it's free, and because it's free, do you think that opens opportunities for younger people and families from other boroughs?
Definitely, because it's also that whole stigmatism. When people think of art fair or art gallery, they're thinking of those really high-end, oh, we can't go there. It's going to be very, not a great atmosphere or anything like that. But because it's free, it kind of opens the door for everybody and anybody. And that's what's so nice about it, because when I'm creating art, I'm not creating for a certain person. I'm creating for everybody, no matter who you are. If it resonates with you, if it's something that you like, go for it. So that's why I kind of love it, that it is free for people to come in. And it's quite a thing that everyone should take advantage of, because you can't get into most places for free. So go for it and actually experience the wealth of different artists under one roof.
Do you think it's important for young people to come to fairs like this, and why?
Yeah, well, it was really quite nice. It's like even from this year and also from the show to what I'm doing now, is that there is a lot of young people kind of go up and they kind of see what I'm doing, and they're still at their basic of their drawings and their artwork, and then they've kind of seen what I've done. And they're kind of going, wow. And I'm like, no, you can do this as well. So you kind of like pass that extra wisdom over. And you kind of, I gave them little tips and tricks, like you need to do the layerings or something, depending on what they're doing or how advanced or they are. Then you can kind of give them a little steer. And it's quite nice as well. You kind of nurture the young, because you never know where they're going to be later on. And it's always that case that there's that one person in your life that made a difference to you, that kind of stems your next career or your journey throughout life. So it's kind of like giving back, paying forward. That's my best expression, pay it forward.
That's a nice outlook on life to have, I think, as well. Could you quickly, in your own words, as an exhibitor, just describe to us what a typical weekend is like here at Parallax Art Fair?
I don't think any weekend's the same, let's be honest. It is very, very different. I would say your typical of the Parallax is a lot of different artists. Everyone kind of goes around and have a look at different arts. You can talk to everybody. Everyone's got their own little tips and tricks, or you've got people who are veterans who have been doing it for 5 years, that they can instill you like little tricks or little things that you can do that you can kind of quirk it to yourself for next time on there. But it's also where I'm based with the group, like there's some new exhibitors and they're like now in the family. They're part of our fold now. So we just talk and we tell them what we've done and they have a look. And it is definitely like a family little vibe going on there. And everyone's so nice to each other as well. So it's a great place.
What made you come back this year?
It was that experience from last year. I would literally, my first exhibit, think of it, just me on my own. First time, you know, I don't know anyone here. And I literally had a veteran next door. I had someone new as well. So there's two of us kind of going through the mold. And there's someone who's actually been there and kind of like saying, this will work, try this, try that. And it was just like great to have that advice that I wouldn't have had because I don't know anyone. So it's just that openness from the veterans as well.
You sound like quite a positive person generally anyway.
Yeah, I am very, very, my glass is always half full.
And do you think that's something important to bring with you?
Positivity always, because whatever you give out is going to come back to you. I'm a very passionate believer of that. So whatever you want to expose and whatever you want, you should be giving out as well, because that attracts each other.
What do you think about the international nature of the fair?
I think it's quite nice because there is a few different people from different places, and also depending on which different countries, you have a different influence in your artwork that we might not see being born and based in the UK. So it's quite nice to kind of see, all right, this is how the Spanish side does, the Bulgarian side. So it's like those little different bits and quirks, and you kind of go, everyone's represented here, everybody can come in here. So you know, it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, if from internationally, you all are welcome here and we all can learn from each other.
Do you think it influences your art in any way?
My art, I wouldn't say from international people, it's more of my family. So my parents are from the Seychelles, so I have a lot of island type of paintings and I deal with a lot of colour. I'm a very colourful person, so it's got that type of thing. I influence that into it. So it's kind of, mine is more based on things I've been to. I've travelled a lot. I've worked on the cruise ships. So I'm a very big traveller and seeing the world, not just being in the world, but seeing it as well. And I think that's also what's influenced me as well, because I've actually been into different places and different cultures.
What 2 tips would you give any exhibitor wanting to come to Parallax Art Fair to exhibit their art?
I would say don't think about it, because a lot of people kind of think, like, should you or should you not? Just do it, because if you don't do it, you don't know what you're missing out. I don't believe in, I have this motto, like, if something later in your life is going to make you think, what if, then you should have done it. So I would say definitely just do it, but also have a look. They give you really great guidance on what your sizes are. So test them out. I don't have a big, large space, so I kind of do it on the kitchen door. And I just hook on the kitchen door, my little hooks, and I put out my layout. Do that. So at least that way you've kind of got a layout. So when you do have to come for an installation day, you're not going to be kind of like fussed, like, oh my God, what's going on? You have a bit more calm and collective. And I'll say the second tip, enjoy yourself, positive, and just enjoy, smile, have fun with it. Because if you don't enjoy it, it's going to reflect on you, on everybody who's coming around you and stuff. Because it's such a great place to sell your artwork. Be happy, be positive. You're showing them your work, so be proud of your work.
Beverly, it was such a pleasure speaking to you today. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule to come and see us, and wishing you all the best with your sales and the exhibit.
Thank you so much.
I'm Michelene Heine from Parallax Art Fair TV. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and tick the like button if you enjoyed the video. Leave us a comment. And for more information about Parallax Art Fair, look at the description box below. Until next time, thank you for watching.